5 tips for heart-touching communication. Dear friends, communication skill today has the highest demand in the corporate world. If you are a good communicator, your package is high, you become a leader, and you get more success in your personal and your professional life. Having said this, but communication skill is the most neglected skill. Neglected in colleges, neglected in schools, and even neglected in your corporate life, in your business life. It is neglected. But most of the people, now they have realized that communication is very important. In the IT field, in the service sector, in the field of manufacturing, you go banking, anywhere, in all these fields, communication skill has very important role today. But we don't know how to work on our communication skills. Friends, understand the difference. Communication skill is different and speaking is different. Communication skill is touching a person's heart. Communication skill happens between two hearts. It's like heart to heart. Speaking is between mouth and ear. Just speaking, just dry talk. But in communication, there are exchange of emotions, exchange of ideas. And how to do that I'm going to tell you. Dear friends, in this video, I'm going to tell you all the details about how to be a good communicator. Practically, how to apply that with examples. So, let's start. If you really want to be a good communicator, have patience, hold on, and watch this video till end. At the end, I'm going to give you a very important tip which will really make a difference in your communication. Well, friends, a good communicator. Today, communication is in demand. In my online batches, I see that there are many students who come to me, join my batch online, and they want to be a good communicator. How to do that? How do we do it? 5 tips are there, very important. But before going into those tips, let us understand why, who, and how. Why we should have good communication? Well, let me explain you. Let me explain you with the help of my personal experience, my personal story. One day I was in a shopping mall. I wanted to buy toothpaste. So I went there. I saw there were many brands. But in one brand, they had an offer. They told that toothpaste plus toothbrush free. Another brand was there. They had only toothpaste. Well, which one should I take? You guessed right. I took the offer. Toothpaste plus toothbrush. Well, the same thing is true with communication today. Your core skill, your technical skill plus communication skill is equal to good job, good opportunities. We are not focusing on communication skills. Friends, see, understand here what I'm trying to tell you. And A and D, and is very important here. What I want to say is this. You cannot have only one skill and be successful in your business or in your corporate life. No. You should have one skill plus another skill, that is and. For example, good academics and good communication. Good technical knowledge and good communication. That is very important today. You should have multiple skills in the 21st century. In the year 2021, it's very important. Well, I'll tell you one more story and I will try to tell you why communication skill is important. Imagine, suppose there is a farmer who grows sweet and nice watermelons, best quality. His quality is best. Now he has to sell it. But to sell it, he has to go to a city, the right market. How he has to go there? Transportation is required. So to transfer the melons to the market, transportation is required. That transportation will help him to get a better market to sell his produce at a better price. Same thing is true with communication also. Your technical knowledge is watermelon, and the transportation, the vehicle to transport that knowledge, to convey that knowledge is communication. If you have good knowledge, but if you do not have good transportation to deliver that knowledge, it's of no use, dear friends. Therefore, why is very important. When why you understand why communication is important, the next point is how to develop it. Okay, how to develop that communication. But before that, again, let me take one more point. Who is a good communicator? We don't know exactly who is a good communicator. See, I will give you a simple example definition of a good communicator. A good communicator is a person who people like to listen. Simple. Who people like to listen. They understand what he says. They can connect with him. They can connect with him means connect heart to heart. I told you, heart to heart. They can connect with his ideas. They can relate to his examples. They can relate to his stories. And in short, they feel like this person is talking to me. I am connected with him. That is heart to heart. That is called as good communication. I'm sure or I hope that I am doing that right now. I am communicating in a proper way to you so that you are able to understand what I say. If you are able to understand what I say, if you can relate to what I say, if you are emotionally connected with my talk, you will be able to understand me in a better way, and that makes me a better communicator. Okay. Third point, how to be a good communicator, and that this video is all about how to be a good communicator. Well, to be a good communicator, you have to follow these tips which I'm going to give you. And the first tip is this: you have to be emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent. Friends, in my videos, I don't talk about English will make you fluent, English will make you good communicator, work on vocabulary. No, these are only small tools. But communication happens emotionally. When you are emotionally connected, you will be a better communicator. But to be emotionally connected with the audience, with the person, first of all, you must be emotionally intelligent, mature. What I mean to say, emotionally mature people understand what are the emotions in them, which emotions are going on in their head. Maybe nervousness when they go on the stage, maybe panic, maybe anxiety. These emotions, these people understand which are going in them. This is first thing, understanding your emotions. Second, understanding the emotions which are going in the mind of the listener. That you have to understand. You must be able to read the emotions. Read through nonverbal. When you are speaking, you should be able to read his emotions. You should be able to read his emotions from his facial expressions, from his eyes, from his gestures. This is also equally important. If you want to be a good communicator, you should understand other person's emotions. First point. Okay, what was the first point? Number one was emotionally mature, emotionally intelligent. Let us move ahead and go for the second point. The second point is give appropriate examples. When you're communicating to the audience, give appropriate examples. Appropriate means what? Examples from their life, examples which they can relate to. Just now I gave an example of toothpaste and toothbrush, and everyone can understand because everyone uses toothpaste and toothbrush. This kind of examples will help you to be a better communicator, to convey your message with clarity, with what I will say like vividity. Okay, this is very important, that is giving the right examples. Third point, tell stories. When you want to convey a message, when you want to convey any point, tell that through stories. Again, I did that. I told you a story of the farmer. A farmer wants to sell his watermelons. Through that story, I conveyed you a message. So great communicators are great storytellers. You must be able to tell stories. Now let us move ahead and go to the fourth point. And the fourth point is, when you are going to tell a story, when you are going to give an example, your verbal and non-verbal play a very important part. So you have to focus on your verbal and non-verbal. Let me explain you what is verbal and non-verbal. Verbal means pitch of voice, tone of voice, that is verbal. Selection of words, that is verbal. And non-verbal means the facial expressions, that is eyes, your cheek, your hands and all, your shoulders. These are non-verbal. They play a very important role. But you cannot just force your body. No. When your mind is very comfortable, when your mind is emotionally charged, your body will follow it. Those who are great communicators, they don't focus on body language. They focus on emotions. And when emotions are there, your body will express those emotions. All of you getting my point? So the fourth point is your body language. It's very important. You don't need to work on that specifically. When you work on your emotions, when you are emotionally charged on the stage, when you're talking emotionally with a person, when you understand that person properly, your body language will follow, and those emotions are true, because body language never lies. Body tells what is going on in your head, what are the emotions, so you can't cheat that. All right, last tip I told you, which is very important. Now, if you want to tell a story, if you want to give an examples, you just or use some good idioms, good slangs. You cannot just do that without any preparation. You must prepare. Communication skill is different, speaking is different. Speaking doesn't need preparation, communication skill needs preparation. Again, I will give you one example. Okay, running when properly trained becomes athleticism. Running when properly trained becomes athleticism. Similarly, scribbling when properly trained becomes painting. Getting my point? For example, I can give you one more. Just saying, just speaking when properly trained becomes communication skill. Now, properly trained word is very important. What I want to tell is this: you have to work on communication skills. How to work on? You must have a separate journal for that. In that journal, you should write different stories, which I just told you, some stories. You have to write different metaphors, different examples which you can give to your listener, to your audience. You have to write good vocabulary in that which you can use. You can write good slangs. And read that journal, revise that journal. And when you read it, revise it, when you are communicating with the audience, when you're communicating with your listener, those examples will pop up and you will be a better communicator. So guys, these are the 5 most important tips for better communication. I follow them. My students follow them. Why don't you follow them? But at the end, let me caution you. Let me tell you the fact. The fact is, you cannot be a good communicator overnight, and not even 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. No, it's a lifetime process. Communication skill is like fitness. If you want to be fit, you have to work on your fitness every day. If you want to be a good communicator, you have to work on your reading. You have to work on audiobooks. You have to work on different examples which you have to give. You have to work on different stories which you have to tell. You have to work on your vocabulary. Only then you will be a good communicator. Friends, I hope this video will help you to be a good communicator. In the comments, please tell me which type of videos you want, which subjects should I touch. Please tell me. I help students to be mentally tougher. I help students to be a good communicator. I help students to crack GDs, interviews, give good public talks. What do you want from me? Tell me. I will make more such videos for you. Thanks a lot, but go to my Insta, go to my Facebook page. I give many tips every day there. Through small videos, through small notes, you will be able to get more knowledge from other platforms also. Take care and goodbye. Thank you.